They don't tell you the full story about aging. Not your doctor, not the TV ads, not even your friends. You wake up one morning and something feels different. The energy is slower, the drive is quieter, and in the most intimate moments, your body doesn't rise like it used to. But here's the truth, no one's saying out loud. A weak erection after 60 is not a sentence. It's a signal, a message from your body, asking for support, not shame. I'm Dr. Alan Pierce, and today I'll walk you through the 5 real reasons your erection may be weakening, and how to fix it from the inside out, naturally, sustainably, without pills, pressure, or embarrassment. Make sure to subscribe, because this isn't just about restoring function. It's about restoring you. Reason 1. Hormonal decline, the silent saboteur of male vitality. As men age, testosterone production naturally decreases, often starting around the age of 40 and continuing into the later decades. By the time a man reaches his 60s or 70s, his testosterone levels may be less than half of what they were in his prime. This drop doesn't just impact muscle mass and energy. It directly weakens sexual desire, sensitivity, and the ability to achieve and maintain an erection. And it happens so gradually that many men don't even realize it's at the root of their problems. Testosterone doesn't just support libido. It also regulates the nitric oxide pathways in the body, which are essential for triggering and maintaining blood flow to the penis. When testosterone dips too low, the brain-to-body signal weakens, and even strong arousal may fail to produce a full response. Men with low testosterone often experience reduced morning erections, softer or shorter-lasting erections, and even emotional flatness that affects intimacy. The fix isn't always pharmaceutical. In many cases, mild to moderate testosterone decline can be reversed or managed naturally through targeted habits. Resistance training, high-protein diets with healthy fats, quality sleep, and stress reduction can all boost natural testosterone. Certain nutrients, like zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D, are also essential building blocks for hormonal health. For those with more advanced hormonal decline, professional hormone testing is key. A certified urologist or endocrinologist can assess free testosterone, total testosterone, and SHBG, sex hormone-binding globulin, levels to give a more accurate picture. Sometimes low testosterone is the result of poor pituitary signaling, excess estrogen, or thyroid dysfunction, all of which can be corrected with a proper treatment plan. Men must also be cautious with over-the-counter testosterone boosters that make big promises but often contain underdosed or ineffective ingredients. The focus should be on nourishing the endocrine system, reducing visceral fat, especially belly fat, and supporting the body's natural rhythm rather than forcing synthetic spikes that can backfire over time. Ultimately, reclaiming your hormonal balance is not about becoming 25 again. It's about giving your body the tools it needs to feel alert, confident, and sexually capable. A man with optimized hormones often rediscovers the emotional and physical energy he thought was gone forever. And that confidence radiates in every area of life, including the bedroom. Reason 2. Poor circulation, the root of erectile dysfunction. Erections are not just about hormones, they are a direct reflection of your cardiovascular health. The penis relies on strong, unobstructed blood flow to become firm and stay erect. Unfortunately, as men age, their blood vessels often become narrower, stiffer, and partially blocked by plaque. This is why many older men notice that their erections are weaker, shorter, or more difficult to achieve, even if their desire is still present. What most men don't realize is that the arteries in the penis are much smaller than those in the heart or brain. That means they are often the first place where blood flow issues show up. In fact, erectile dysfunction is sometimes a warning sign of cardiovascular disease. If your erection is weak, your heart may be at risk too. The connection is real and serious. The solution lies in improving vascular health from the inside out. Regular physical activity, especially walking and light aerobic exercise, helps keep the blood vessels flexible and boosts nitric oxide, the molecule that relaxes the inner lining of your arteries. Without enough nitric oxide, the blood can't flow properly during arousal. That's why many ED drugs focus on this exact pathway. Natural support also comes from foods high in nitrates, like beets, arugula, and dark leafy greens. These help widen the blood vessels and increase oxygen delivery throughout the body, including to the penis. Spices like ginger and cayenne pepper also improve circulation and reduce inflammation that can choke off blood supply over time. Water intake matters too. Even mild dehydration can reduce blood volume and performance. It's also crucial to reduce what's clogging the system. Smoking, alcohol abuse, and diets high in sugar and processed fats harden the arteries and damage the very lining responsible for blood flow. A clean, whole food-based diet rich in omega-3s, antioxidants, and magnesium can slowly reverse some of this damage, giving your vascular system a second chance to perform. In truth, better blood flow means better life. Stronger erections are just the visible proof that your heart, brain, and muscles are getting the oxygen they need. Restoring circulation is not just about sex. It's about your energy, memory, stamina, and confidence. And the good news? Your body is always ready to rebuild, no matter your age. You just have to give it the support it deserves. Reason 3. Nutritional deficiencies. Starving the male system. As the body ages, its ability to absorb and process nutrients becomes less efficient. Even if you're eating what seems like a normal diet, your cells might be starving for the very building blocks required for sexual function, energy, and repair. This silent malnutrition often hides in plain sight, and it's one of the biggest overlooked causes of weak erections in older men. One of the key nutrients responsible for healthy erections is zinc. Zinc supports testosterone production, sperm health, and prostate function. Yet many older men are zinc deficient, especially those who eat mostly processed foods or suffer from digestive issues. A lack of zinc quietly erodes libido and energy, and it can even lead to higher estrogen levels, tipping the hormonal balance in the wrong direction. Another vital player is magnesium, which regulates nerve function, muscle relaxation, blood pressure, and testosterone sensitivity. Low magnesium can cause poor circulation, tension, and increased anxiety, all of which interfere with arousal and performance. Most men over 60 do not get enough magnesium, especially if they drink alcohol, take diuretics, or have blood sugar imbalances. Let's not forget vitamin D, a hormone-like vitamin produced through sunlight exposure. Vitamin D deficiency is strongly linked to erectile dysfunction, low testosterone, depression, and fatigue. In northern climates, or for men who spend most of their time indoors, the risk of deficiency is very high. Supplementing vitamin D after checking your levels can help restore not just energy, but hormonal clarity and mental focus too. B vitamins, especially B12, also play a crucial role. They support nerve health, red blood cell production, and mental clarity. Weak erections can sometimes be a sign of nerve-related issues, particularly in diabetic men or those with poor circulation. Without enough B12, the signal between the brain and body can falter, leading to delayed or incomplete arousal. Good nutrition isn't just about testosterone. It's about restoring the entire electrical and hormonal communication system. To fix this, shift your focus to nutrient-dense, real foods. Eggs, fatty fish, pumpkin seeds, leafy greens, lentils, liver, and fermented dairy like kefir or Greek yogurt. Add high-quality supplements only after identifying your deficiencies. It's not about pills. It's about restoring what your body has been missing, sometimes for years. When your cells are properly nourished, energy returns. Blood flows better, hormones rise, and the quiet strength of a well-fed body returns to the bedroom and to life. Reason 4. Sedentary lifestyle, the erection killer. No one talks about. One of the most overlooked causes of weak erections in men over 60 isn't hormonal or emotional. It's physical, and far too common: sitting. Modern life, especially in retirement, encourages hours of inactivity. But when movement stops, so does blood flow. And without proper blood flow, you can't expect a healthy erection, no matter how perfect your diet or hormone levels may be. When you sit for long stretches, particularly with poor posture, blood begins to pool in the pelvis and legs. The muscles that help push blood upward, like the calves and glutes, weaken. Over time, this leads to sluggish circulation, nerve compression in the lower spine and groin, and reduced oxygenation in the tissues that support arousal. The result? Numbness, coldness, or weak erections that simply don't respond the way they used to. Beyond circulation, a sedentary lifestyle also impacts muscle tone and testosterone. Physical activity, especially leg-based movement like walking or squats, stimulates testosterone production. The body interprets movement as vitality and responds by producing more of the hormones needed for energy, strength, and, yes, sexual performance. The less you move, the more your testosterone dips. It becomes a slow spiral. Less movement leads to weaker erections, which leads to less motivation, and so on. There's also the issue of nerve function. Gentle, regular movement keeps the nerves supplying the genitals awake and responsive. Sedentary habits, especially when paired with tight waistbands or belly fat, compress the pudendal nerve, the key nerve responsible for sensation and arousal. Men often report less feeling, weaker orgasms, or even erectile numbness without realizing this could be a mechanical issue. One solved by moving more and sitting less. The fix doesn't require a gym membership. Simple actions like walking 30 minutes a day, doing gentle hip stretches, or using a standing desk can radically improve pelvic circulation. Add in a few strength exercises like bodyweight squats, light lunges, or resistance bands, and you'll start waking up the muscles and vessels that feed your erections. It's not about building a beach body. It's about reactivating the internal engine of blood flow and hormonal vitality. Even yoga or tai chi can work wonders, especially for older men. These practices support balance, pelvic mobility, and the nervous system. They also improve flexibility in the hips and spine, reducing the mechanical tension that often chokes off blood supply to the lower body. You don't need to run marathons, just move your body daily with purpose and presence. Your genitals and your brain will thank you for it. In the end, erections are not just about desire. They are about function, and function depends on flow. The more stagnant your lifestyle, the more stagnant your performance. Reclaiming your erection might start with something as simple as a walk around the block, a deep squat, or standing up more often. Because in every step you take, you tell your body, "I'm not done yet." And your body listens. Reason 5. Emotional and psychological factors, the invisible blockage. Not every erection issue stems from the body. In fact, for many men over 60, the mind is the quiet gatekeeper of performance, and sometimes the hidden saboteur. While physical health plays a key role, emotions like stress, shame, fear, and unresolved relationship dynamics can create just as much dysfunction as blocked arteries or low testosterone. And the most dangerous part? These psychological barriers are often invisible, even to the man himself. After 60, men carry a lifetime of experiences, many unspoken: fear of failure, past trauma, a declining sense of masculinity or usefulness. These emotional weights don't just affect mood, they shape blood flow, nerve signaling, and hormone release. The erection is not just mechanical, it's symbolic. It represents confidence, identity, and connection. And when a man questions these aspects of himself, even subconsciously, his body often mirrors that hesitation. Performance anxiety is one of the most common culprits. The fear of not measuring up, especially after a period of weak erections or low libido, can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more pressure a man places on himself to perform, the more likely his nervous system will enter a stress response, releasing cortisol, constricting blood vessels, and interrupting arousal signals. It's not about lack of desire, it's the paralyzing effect of internal doubt. Relationship dynamics can also quietly interfere. Unspoken resentment, emotional distance, or a lack of physical affection outside of sex can create emotional friction. Intimacy after 60 requires more than just biology. It requires emotional safety. Men often feel the need to initiate, yet hesitate out of fear of rejection or embarrassment. This dance of silence can lead to emotional withdrawal, further fueling erectile difficulties. Healing here means healing trust, with your partner and with yourself. There's also the impact of grief, loneliness, and isolation. Many older men experience loss of partners, friends, or even identity through retirement. These emotional shifts can dampen libido, affect mood, and make connection feel like a distant memory. Depression and low-grade anxiety are common, but rarely spoken about among older men. Addressing these with a trusted counselor, support group, or even open conversations with loved ones can reawaken the heart and the body. The good news? The brain is plastic. Emotions can be rebalanced. Intimacy can be relearned. Meditation, therapy, journaling, breathwork, and even mindful self-pleasure can reconnect you to your body with kindness rather than pressure. When a man heals emotionally, the body often follows. And when his nervous system shifts from fear to trust, from guilt to curiosity, that's when erections return, not with force, but with natural, welcome ease. So, if you're over 60 and struggling with weak erections, remember this. It's not just one thing. It's a system. Your hormones, your blood flow, your food, your movement, your mind. They're all connected. You don't need a miracle pill. You need small, steady shifts in the right direction. Start with one change, a walk, a better breakfast, a moment of self-compassion. Then add another. Over time, these choices build strength, restore confidence, and bring you back to the man you remember, and the man you still are.
This isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming vitality with wisdom and care. And your comeback? It starts today. I'm Dr. Alan Pierce. And if this message spoke to you, subscribe for more weekly guidance and leave a comment below. Because you're not done yet. And neither is your body.
This isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming vitality with wisdom and care. And your comeback? It starts today. I'm Dr. Alan Pierce. And if this message spoke to you, subscribe for more weekly guidance and leave a comment below. Because you're not done yet. And neither is your body.